Extremism is the word we use to describe active opposition to our society's values. Extremists encourage division and the hatred of others. They wish to cause harm to people who they see as different or simply don't agree with their views. This film will take a look at far-left anarchist and single-issue extremism, what these are, and the impact they can have on people's lives. These issues are all very different, with different individuals and organizations for each one. Some wish for the destruction of all governments. This is called anarchy. Others have a single-minded focus on a specific topic, such as animal rights. However different they are, extremist members of these different groups share one thing in common. They believe violence is an acceptable means of achieving their goals. The groups we will discuss in this film use serious and violent criminal behavior. Some of the causes they support may not be negative or even unpopular, such as animal rights. However, it is their use of violence and criminal methods, and most of all, their willingness to do harm to other people, that makes them extremists. We will now look at the different types of far-left extremism, anarchist extremism, and the single-issue extremism one by one. Let's start with far-left extremism. Far-left extremists want to use violence to overturn our democratic system of government and put in a political system that is aligned with their ideology. Whilst the vast majority of political groups believe in achieving their goals through the democratic process, there are a small number that will deliberately seek out violent confrontations with people who they see as in opposition to their political or social beliefs. They believe that the democratic process is unwilling or unable to achieve their goals, so seek to use their own force to tackle this issue. One of the most well-known examples of a political extremist organization was the Baader Meinhof. This extreme far-left group, which was also known as the Red Army faction, wanted to bring a form of communism to Germany. Between 1970 and 1998, they engaged in a series of bombings, assassinations, and kidnappings in Germany, destroying many people's lives and livelihoods, and killing more than 30 people. Now let's discuss anarchist extremism. Anarchism is a political ideology which, in its simplest form, believes in removing government and laws. This extremist movement has existed across Europe for many decades. Currently, there is not a high-profile active extremist anarchist movement in the UK. However, the ideology and the teachings of anarchists may have inspired or guided other extremists into action. In Italy in 2016, anarchist groups targeted migration services, with 5 bombs sent between February and September to travel agencies and related companies. Thankfully, nobody was injured in these incidents. The final part of this short film will discuss single-issue extremism. We are going to look at the example of animal rights extremism. Almost all animal rights groups are peaceful. However, a small minority are extremists that endorse violence and criminality in what they see as animal liberation. This could be attacking and even murdering people who work with animals at abattoirs, the place where animals are slaughtered. Or scientists who use animals to learn more about diseases and medicine. Some animal rights activists have bombed buildings and tried to kill people. In the UK in 1999, an extremist animal rights activist planted a homemade bomb on the doorstep of a businessman linked to Huntingdon Life Sciences, a large animal testing laboratory. Thankfully, instances of far-left anarchist and single-issue extremism in the UK are rare. It doesn't matter what you believe, left-wing or right-wing. If you're willing to harm other people for what you believe in, that's extremism. We have strong laws to prevent violent extremism because violence, killing, and criminality will never be the answer. Across Britain, people engage with political and social issues in a peaceful and respectful way. People make real change using the democratic process.